we got one item on the agenda to consider, discuss, and take appropriate action on the hiring of a toll road operations manager. Anybody
move.
Anybody want to discuss that? We need to get a second first.
Second.
Okay.
Now, anybody want to discuss that?
Just a couple questions. Tell us about his job. I saw what his resume is. Thank you very much. What's his job description? What's he going to do?
He's going to be managing the operations of the toll road, which is not just opening the road and driving up and down it. We've got some things we've got to do, and we've got some things that we need to satisfy with our bond holders, and I think Rakesh can talk to that if we need further clarification of that. He's going to put together some incident management teams and some maintenance crews. I would like to see, and I hope this court will agree, that we keep the toll road and the county completely separated as much as we can, or every bit of it if we could. I'd like to see the toll road funding itself and funding the maintenance and all the personnel that we're going to need to run this toll road and this toll road authority. So that would be my recommendation. And this, I wish Robert could have been here today, but he had other commitments and he couldn't be here. But he's got all the experience that I think we need to start up a toll road authority.
Seems to be very well thought of in the industry. The history's there.
You know him, Charles? You know?
I've known him probably 2 or 3 months. I've met with him off and on and talked to him about several things. And then, we just kind of decided that he was pretty knowledgeable, that maybe this is the guy we need to help us get this thing started up. And he's agreed to come help us do that.
When do we open up, Charlie?
Believe it or not, the toll road, our section of the toll road is going to open March the 26th.
Wow.
Sometime that morning. It may be that afternoon before we can get it
City of Magnolia celebrate.
Everybody over there is celebrating. They're ready. They're ready.
Some of that traffic away.
Yeah.
So just logistically, he works for the toll road, right?
Yes.
So how does that?
Well,
because I just don't know. Does that include you as human services, or we have does toll road have its own human resources, or?
Beatty, can you help us with that?
Yeah. Because I like the idea. I'm just wondering how it works.
I don't remember what year it was, but years ago, as we were getting the some projects were going to come online and start tolling, and even before then, we have a agreement between that the Commissioners Court passed that basically borrows certain departments of the county and authorizes them to do work for the toll road, such as the auditor's office, our office, some other offices of elected officials and departments as well, and I believe HR is one of those. So we have at this juncture, at least for the infrastructure, but for those general type of things, we have the understanding or the agreement of some elected officials, and also the Commissioners Court has, under department heads by this agreement or this memorandum, accounted for those certain types of duties.
Maybe I misspoke.
Well,
let me back up.
And back at the same time, or near to it.
Is he going to be an employee or not?
Yeah.
Is that your?
I'm sorry?
Is your question? Is he going to be a county employee?
Well, I guess from the perspective, as a county employee, we would have human resources.
I don't know that he is a county employee. That's what I have some questions on.
I think he's a county.
Who does he actually work for? What benefit structure? Who's he going to report to? How's he going to be paid? Where's his office going to be?
And I want to answer most of those.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I was just going to add, and Commissioner Riley and I had a brief conversation about this, that initially when we did all this, we also had a consulting agreement with Mike Stone and Associates. I don't believe that consulting agreement is still in effect. We certainly haven't utilized it. So at one point it had always been contemplated there would be someone outside of the county designated to operate that at some point.
You said outside of the county.
Well, we were funding it by a consulting agreement.
I remember,
and that is one option you have. Or, again, because we do have these borrowed employees or borrowed services among that, that's another option. You could make him county employee, there are some other steps that would need to be done besides the toll road authority doing it. Commissioner Court would have to approve that as well. So, didn't mean
I think I probably misspoke when I said I want the toll road county completely separated. When I'm talking about, I want this toll road manager, toll road operations manager. I want him to office out of my precincts. The whole road's in my precinct. He doesn't have to report to me. He reports to the Montgomery County Toll Road Authority. He would be under our direction since he's over in our precinct.
Makes sense.
We will be using the auditor's office, the county attorney's office, and HR. I think that we need to keep that in place. I would like to see him an employee of the Montgomery County Toll Road Authority somehow. I don't know.
We don't.
How we can do that?
It's a corporation in itself, isn't it?
It is a local government corporation, yes.
I mean, we have the funding for that, don't we?
We probably have the funding to pay a salary out of the toll road to the employee, but he would not be a county employee, and therefore they wouldn't be covered by insurance, benefits, things like that.
We don't want that.
He needs to be a county employee. So we would need Commissioner's Court to hire him as a county employee and assign him to the toll road.
So I was going to suggest, we could probably have like an operating services agreement. We could have an operating services agreement
That's what I was thinking. Right.
between the toll road and the county, which would basically cover the salary and all the benefits, and basically a flat dollar per year is what the toll road would pay the county back.
For the employee,
right?
It would be a county employee.
Yeah.
Well, and that's what years ago when we put this resolution forth, there was going to be, if I remember right, there was going to be at some point in time any services that were put on, any services performed by the county, the Montgomery County Toll Road Authority would end up reimbursing Montgomery County for.
What I recall.
There was supposed to be an accompanying reimbursement resolution if we're going to hire somebody, that the county, there would be and I don't know if y'all drafted a reimbursement resolution for today for this, but that's how we had discussed it in the past, that the county would fund it until the revenue was coming in from the toll road, and then it would reimburse us. And the same for functions performed in the auditor's office.
Yeah,
We
whatever
talked
department
about
provides
Right.
services will be reimbursed.
And that certainly can be done, yes,
Yes.
Commissioners and Judge. That certainly can be done. That's one way to do it. We have not done that reimbursement or the memorandum with
Agreement.
regard
We don't
to
have the
that
details
because
yet.
we don't know how y'all want to go about it at this point yet.
We can resolve that today.
Yes, if you let us know, we can absolutely memorialize whatever.
Well, that's what we're going to need to do that because I need to get the guy on. We need to get the guy on board because we've
Okay.
got some things we've got to do. So we need to get the guy on board. So if that's how we need to go about doing this, that's what I'd like to propose that we
Just need a
do.
motion in what he's saying that
It could-
I like Trish idea about
Well, it
the
sounds like
agreement.
it's
Yes.
the process is already in place.
Yeah.
Sounds to me like.
I thought that we had memorialized that when we went through years and years ago. We put
And
that
years
in
and years
place.
ago, this should have been done years and years ago. We
Right.
should have had somebody in place already. I'll be honest with you, because there's a whole lot more to this than just opening up a road and letting people drive on it. I'm telling you, this is a monster.
And I'm fine with them being in your office. I think, though, you're right. At some
Okay.
point, they're going to need, kind of like we just did for signals,
that?
they're going to
Yeah,
need
have them
a
reversed.
place with their own equipment and their own facility that is.
Yeah.
Well, I'll bring that back to you. 'Cause
Uh,
I got the perfect spot. But we don't have to do that today.
Commissioner, I was talking to Amanda about it, and you have the ability to open positions. Anyway, you can open and put him in that. We can draw a reimbursement. The toll road can reimburse you for any salaries, expenses, and we can get him hired as soon as you're ready.
So can we do that today?
You can. This board can decide to hire him. You can open the position, and then we can bring the reimbursement for the money back at the next commissioner's court if you'd like.
Yeah, I think that's what I'd like to do.
Can we do that?
Everybody good
How
with
about
that?
Get a separate corporation?
Yeah, I think that's the way to go. I think that's the way to go about doing that.
If he's not going to start until after the 17th, we can do it all on the 17th.
I'm going to try to get him here Monday.
Okay.
So
I need him.
So we'd bring him in and we'd put him under your deal, and then the county would or the toll road would reimburse you, or the county?
And, well, can we not?
Wait, hold on. Is it the county or
The toll road is going to pay for his services, and he's going to
And
be a county
reimburse.
employee.
Okay.
Yes.
And there I wanted to ask you this, but I got Amanda this late afternoon. We have money in the 242 flyover fund that I don't know why we can't pay salary out of there. It's toll road money. It doesn't matter where it's coming from. It's all Montgomery County toll road, and this person is ultimately going to be the one that's helping us determine what roads we build on or off of 242 and 249. I'm just saying I don't even know that the county has to front the money. I think there's money in the toll road.
As long as he's a county employee.
Exactly.
If he's going to be a county employee,
We could, like
benefits and services.
I have the Lake Park. I got
agree
the
with
Lake Park as a separate budget.
Hang on a minute, everybody. We got too many people talking.
Yeah, yeah,
We
yeah.
Go
could
ahead.
transfer some money out of that 242 toll road to set up another department under Charlie's.
Do we have to do that?
You don't have to do that, but that 242 money is not earmarked for 242. You can use that money if you so.
Remember, the part of the,
like.
if I may, part of the contract for the extending of that.
It's there.
Listen, part of the
That way
contract.
you can add to it whenever you need to.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that work, BD?
I didn't hear everything.
Sorry.
Cash, wouldn't that work, Amanda? We could just transfer some of that 242 money, set up another department under Charlie's,
Is that
what are
your-
you, 614?
613.
613.
And so basically run a payroll out of toll road, or
Who's
Well, we could fund it with that
42 extensions?
money that
How
we
much
have
is
in
it?
242. They said it's not earmarked.
Yes,
Who's the-
it's not
We
we
earmarked.
absolutely can.
department.
But
And when it-
operationally,
Now?
operationally making the county employee and still doing a reimbursement deal, either from 240 to 249.
Either one.
I'd rather take it
Commissioner?
out of 242 than the county. I think it keeps toll road and toll road. And then the
I
county's not.
agree, but how much money is in the 242
Would-
fund?
Would
Do
you take
we know?
24 million? 24.6 million.
Fund balance was at 24.6.
In whoa.
Now,
242.
In the 242 fund balance right now is 24 million.
let me get back to you.
Remember,
That-
Now-
does that sound right to you,
that-
Commissioner?
That's what he told me. Then
Yes.
there's some
That's what-
there's some
That's
debt
your-
service
It was
in
bringing
there.
in about $1 million a year. I didn't think that was right.
There-
Now here,
It was pass-through money.
now if you're talking strictly revenues, last time I looked at it was about $3.5 million in strict revenues that was
This
brought in by
includes
242.
to paying the debt service as well.
Yes.
This is the
That is
total
correct.
fund
So-
balance.
So that's the fund
But there's
balance. So
3
that's
million
used to pay the
in
dets and all that
cash
stuff.
We can use to pay.
3 million in
More than
revenue.
enough to do what you need
Three-
to do today.
Okay.
$3 million in revenues was brought in by 240.
And then that way the
Okay.
county's out of the game.
That's fine. I
Let's
think
go.
that's the way we need to do that.
Let's
But
go,
he's
yeah.
still going to be a county employee with benefits.
Yeah.
And
It will still be a reimbursement agreement from the toll road authority to the county
County.
to pay for.
But
it would go
county
back to the
employee, but
242.
Where the toll road gets its
Well,
funds.
Wait
can
a
be-
second. It would go back to the 242 agreement, correct? Remember that when you stub that out, we've got to up the money for that. That money would go back to the 242 account, correct?
Right. Needs to.
Wherever
If we're
it needs
taking
to
it
go
from
within the
242.
toll road authority budget, yes.
Well, I don't know why we would do that.
Well,
Look, here's what-
that's money that's available for other things.
Well, I agree.
And-
Yeah, we can use
and
it for anything.
Even though it's toll road money, we can use that money to set up this department under you, under 613. When we start making money off the toll road, refund the 242 toll so that that money's still available
Yes.
for whatever
Yeah.
you need to do.
That's
Yes.
right.
That's it right there.
But
That's
this will
exactly what I
get
was
you
saying.
started,
That's fine.
and it'll run it.
Yeah.
Yeah, yes,
That's
Commissioner.
right.
Yes.
Hang on.
To the extent that the 249 revenues are dedicated to 249.
Yes.
Okay,
So
so we
it's-
couldn't do that.
So you,
Yes, you probably could do that. I'm just saying you
It
can't.
doesn't-
it doesn't really matter.
doesn't matter.
You could use 242 or 249,
Exactly.
whatever you want. 249 has a legally adopted budget.
But
All
there's
right.
no money in it. I don't want to. There's it's not yet anyway. You can't pay salary with the legally adopted
Well,
budget. There's-
on that,
I think there is money in there.
we've gotten 2 statements from HECTRA already for the month
Go
of
ahead.
January.
Yeah.
We got about 345,000 plus for
Oh,
just
you
for the
did-
month of January.
So it's in the bank already.
They've sent us a statement saying this is how much will be wired over to you, so we're going to get that money. So January about 345, 350. For the month of February, we're going to get about $280,000 just for the month of February,
Yeah, I mean,
Then we're good. We got
we're
the money.
making-
without the main lanes even opening up.
Let's let the toll road
And
authority
that
do
money's
its
going to
thing.
keep coming.
Yes.
I agree.
We just haven't Commissioner, we just haven't technically recognized the money because we don't have that wire yet. We knew that that is coming in. We just don't have it actually allocated in.
I
the
just know
GL.
it wasn't in there when I looked.
Exactly.
No.
Right.
Not here yet.
Okay.
But we do anticipate. I mean, that would, knowing that we're going to get it, that would still be an
So
AR.
Can your motion just be to use toll road revenue to pay this?
I think that is your right.
However, we need to do that. I just need to get
That's what he
somebody
said.
hired, and I like
And
tow
this
road.
guy, I don't know him, but you're running this. If you're comfortable,
Very comfortable with it.
Yeah, and he's going to be paid out of toll road revenue.
Okay.
Okay,
So why is
But he'll be a county, you want to
Oh,
make sure
'cause
he's
he-
an employee.
so it's a county employee. Tow Road Authority reimburses the county for his salary
You can-
as of right now.
Yeah, you can go ahead and
And
vote
the
to reimburse
and
the
the toll
county
road
for
picks
the
up-
employee. You
Amy?
can go ahead.
The
What-
toll road picks up the salary
Yes.
of this
And
gentleman.
benefits.
in the
Salary,
future.
salary
Yeah.
benefits, FICA,
All of it.
retirement,
Yes, all of it.
medical,
All of it.
unemployment.
Let's go, man.
All of
That's
it.
awesome.
You can make a motion today for the toll road to reimburse the county for any and all costs associated with the hiring of a toll road manager, whatever the title you want to give him, operations director, whatever title you'd like to give him. You can make that motion today. You can approve it. You can then, Commissioner Riley, you can open up a position. You can hire him when we leave here today, pay for him, and then we will memorialize this motion and adopt it by the court on the 17th of March.
Okay,
I amend
there's a
my
motion on the
to
floor now,
include
though.
What you said.
so Commissioner
Oh,
Metter.
did you? Okay.
Include
I second it. It's good.
what Amy said.
Okay.
So we're good?
Yeah.
All in favor of that?
Aye.
And one last thing, can you guys make sure to bring us a reimbursement resolution for all of any expenses that are incurred by the county? It'll be paid for by the toll road authority. That'll be great. All right.
Good job.
Are we adjourned?
We'll need what?
An accountant for financial analyst.
Yes.
Got it. Is that happened during?
Did you adjourn?
Got it.
We're about to adjourn.
Jason,
Charlie, I
there's
went to the building.
other items in the